Alright, scoot on in. More that way. Pretend like you're happy to be here. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Villopoto training camp that Luke attended a few weeks ago. We're going to give a review, we're going to talk about the things that we liked, we're going to talk about the things that we didn't like, and let's go ahead and get into it. Luke, from your perspective, how did you like the Villopoto training camp?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
No, 7 out of 10.
Ooh, jumped up a whole point. 7 out of 10. Mason, I guess first off, let's break it down and talk about what we did. For starters, Luke is a 65 rider. He's a beginner. He's been riding for like 2 years, racing for 1 year. But this was our first camp. We were excited to try it. Mason was actually supposed to go, but he got hurt, wasn't able to go.
Wasted us a lot of money.
Yeah, he cost us $350 for a deposit that the camp said they will put towards next year. So hopefully they honor that and they put it towards next year. But the camp is 3 days. We went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got there late Friday night. Most everyone else had $1 million motorhome. We decided, we could have done that if we wanted to, but we decided to get a tent instead. We thought that would be more fun.
Right.
That was Thursday night, and then Friday morning they separated us into different classes. The 65s were broken up into the beginners. It's probably most of them. Most of them.
Beginners and juniors.
Beginners and juniors were together, and then intermediates. And there was probably like 12 65 riders. And then they brought in the coaches. To name a few, there was Brock Tickle, Jake Weimer,
Tyler Villopoto.
Ryan Villopoto,
Ronnie Mack, he wasn't a coach though, he was just there.
Ronnie Mack, and Ivan Tedesco, to name a few, Carson Brown. There was a lot of really good riders there. They broke you guys up into different sections. They kind of just cut up the track into a few turns, and then you would just work on one section at a time, which I really like. I really like doing that because I don't think you're going to progress and push yourself when the track is way big. If you just hit a turn and you're hitting it again, you're able to improve on it quicker, I think. So I was happy to see that. And you guys spent probably about 20-30 minutes on each section with a certain coach, and then you went to another section and another section, and then we broke for lunch, and then you did that again. So really, I'd say you only got about 3 hours of actual riding a day. I was surprised. I thought they would be riding a lot more than that, but by the end of the week, it probably was a good thing because you guys were pretty tired. Just from those 3 hours a day, you guys were pretty exhausted, right? So the most important things they worked on is they worked on body position, where you put your feet. Day number 1, they worked on starts, which if I had to criticize the camp, that was probably my biggest complaint, is they didn't do very many starts. You only did 3 practice starts the whole 3 days we were there, right? 3 practice starts. I think that's ridiculous. We should have worked on starts every day, and we should have spent a lot more time on starts. So I have some ideas how we could implement that better next time. And then after the camp, talk about some of the things you guys did after you guys were done riding for the day.
So the first night, we watched Ronnie Mack shove beer cans and crush beer cans on his helmet. And then we completely soaked him in water balloons.
Yeah, so there was a water balloon fight, and Ronnie Mack was chugging beers.
The second day, they had a giant slip and slide, and we all did that. I freaking, like, there were 2 of them into this little pit of water, and it was like a 30-feet slide. And then I went on the middle of it, and I scraped my whole chest on the Velcro, because I tried to go on the divider part, and I didn't do that again. And then...
And there was a bonfire, there was dinner for the kids provided.
Right after that, Ronnie Mack, the craziest exit of all time.
He did a burnout.
He did a burnout on the stage where they gave away the
awards.
And then he jumped off it, and then he crashed.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I was running to get bike parts, and I missed that, so I didn't get footage of it, but Ronnie Mack was doing a burnout. He obviously did not watch our how to do a burnout tutorial, because he let go of the front brake and rode off the stage, and that was fun. That was a highlight also. And then day 3.
I didn't stick around for day 3 activities. Bye.
Was it day 3 or was it day... No, sorry, it was day 2. Okay, day 2 was the pit bike race, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so day 2 they had a pit bike race. And what was cool about all this, what I really liked about it, was that the coaches, some of the big name riders that were there, they weren't just there to do the coaching and do their time and then you didn't see them again. They were there hanging out, socializing, talking with the kids, and trying to make it an experience for them. And
Ryan Villopoto rode a PW on the
On the paper bike race? Oh, I didn't see that. Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so my biggest complaint about the event would probably be day 3. Basically what happened day 3 is they opened up the whole track and then they just did like practice motos, which I was kind of bummed about because we're paying a lot of money for this event, right? This was $750 per rider, and basically what they did the 3rd day was the same thing you would do if you paid $30 to come and practice on a practice session. I guess that was good. It was good for them to put their skills to practice, but what would have been even cooler, here's what I would have done.
What would you have done, Dad?
What would I have done? Okay, so what I would have done is, what if on the last day they did actual races? Every time you got to line up at the gate, and every time they dropped the gate, and then you did your practice. That would have been so much better, because instead of getting just the 3 practice starts, you would have got a lot more experience
Or like you
working on
race
starts.
65 beginner riders.
Or, yeah, or they could have done something like 65 riders line up, drop the gate, and then the more experienced 65 riders or the 85s go a second later, and we're gonna do like 2-3 laps. See if you can catch the slower riders in front of you that have a head start, or maybe do like a 1-lap race against some of the pros where you get a head start and then see if they can catch you. I don't know. Make it fun. I would have made, or even like play riding, I would have made the last day the funnest day. We got all the work done out of the way. Let's just have fun and make it a good time on the last day. That's what I would have done, and that's probably my biggest complaint. My other complaints were that it was a little unorganized. It took us a long time to get situated, know where to go. Sometimes the riders didn't know where they were supposed to meet or who they were coaching with, and that's just hard because I get it, there's a lot of riders there. Literally like 100+ riders there. There were so many people there. It felt like even more.
No, there were 185 riders.
There's 185 riders? I don't know. It felt like there was a lot of riders. So that just kind of made it hard figuring out where to go, where you're supposed to be. But all in all, I will say this, we had a good time. Some people commented on the videos and they noticed Luke got faster, he got better. He got more consistent and more comfortable on the bike. So I will say this, I think we'll be back. We'll be back next year, and hopefully Mason stays healthy and he'll be there too.